I'm just going to call this Other New Books real quick. So I'm going to start with this. This was a throw-in by, I believe, the EXP/Dynamite Comics on a order for 2 books that I put in, like really cheap moderns or whatever. And it's like this limited edition like Witchblade trading card, and it's signed. I don't know who it's signed by, and I don't recognize the signature. It's numbered too. It's number 458 out of 700. But yeah, it's a Witchblade card or whatever. So that was pretty cool, I guess. Next up, I picked up this Michael Turner book from the 90s with Duong Troy and on inks and Turner on pencils. It's from that Ballistic run, which is like peak like mid-90s Image overdoing it kind of thing. But I picked this up because I did actually pick up some Michael Turner artwork from this issue. That'll show up on, you know, an episode of Original Art Hour or whatever at some point. Then I got this DC Pride #1. This is like a Pride Month special that they picked up, that they released back in June to celebrate Pride Month. And this is a Jim Lee cover on that. So pretty cool Jim Lee cover featuring Batwoman, of course, is an LGBT character within DC. Also picked this up. This is a copy of Nightwing #71, signed by Dan Jurgens, who's the writer on this series, and came with that Dynamic Forces COA thingamajiggy that they do. So yeah, Nightwing #71, signed by Dan Jurgens. Picked that up. And I picked up several more copies of Paper Girls #1. So here's a copy, Paper Girls #1. And all of these are kind of in the near mint-ish range. Like, I don't think, you know, they're not all 9.8 candidates, but they're at least like 9.4s, I would say, and up. So there's a Paper Girls #1. There's another Paper Girls #1. There's another Paper Girls #1. So definitely going to be slabbing all of these. So 3 more copies, and I already have a couple 9.8s. So there it is. So 3 more copies right there. Like I said, big fan of it, and really enjoy the series and the artwork. Here is the Jenny Frison, and this one took forever to get back from pre-orders or whatever. But yeah, here is the Jenny Frison. This is Thor #9. It's like that Phoenix variant, and just a great Jenny Frison cover, 9.8. And then I accidentally pre-ordered it a second time. So there's another one. Here's another copy. Paper Girls #1, 9.8 white pages. So this is I think my third 9.8 white pages. But yeah, I guess I am porting a little bit on Paper Girls. But hey, whatever. That's my strategy, you know. Okay, next up, I picked this up recently from Kenny, Comic at 84. Well, recently, maybe like 6 or 7 weeks ago. I don't remember at this point. But first appearance of Nova, Richard Rider, 9.0 white pages. And then the last 2 here is 2 copies of TMNT, The Last Ronin #1. So these are all, there was a long story on these where they arrived cracked and everything like that. And there was all this drama. I had to send it back to the vendor for reslabbing. And yeah, Last Ronin is definitely a hot book right now. I'm glad I finally got some of these pre-orders back. I'm still waiting on the Ashcan version, which I pre-ordered back, but I also got the 1 in 10 version, and I was lucky to get a 9.9 mint copy of the 1 in 10 Kevin Eastman variant. So this is the only 9.9 right now in my collection. I had previously owned a 9.9 of another Turtles book. It was the 2014 New York Comic Con 30th anniversary of TMNT #1 variant cover or whatever. So I had that in a 9.9, but I ended up giving it to Hudat as an AOK. But yeah, 9.9. 9.9, pretty sweet on this Kevin Eastman cover, and then 9.8 of the regular A cover. Okay, so Last Ronin #1, that was the end of this little section.